Welcome back. What is up, all you gorgeous, beautiful people out there? You know what time it is. It's Friday, which means it must be time for our weekly picks. Yes, NFL week number 3 is upon us, right? We already had some action with the Jets and the Patriots. We'll talk about that, who we think is going to win that game. But yes, NFL week 3 is upon us. We got action all weekend long, and we're blessed to have not one, but 2 Monday night games this week. I'm very excited. I know Brandon's very excited. I know we're both looking to rebound. We both need a rebounding victory here. I'm looking for the first victory of the season. Brandon's looking for that second victory of the season. So we got a lot of things to get into. We got a lot of things to discuss. And yes, it is a return. It is a return of a segment that we did last year. So without further ado, let's start the show. Welcome back. Welcome back to Meat on the 50. Yes, it is week number 3. It is Meat on the 50 time, where we go over our weekly picks for this week in the NFL, and it is going down this week. We got some great early season matchups to get into. I'm super stoked to get into it. Hi, how's it going? I am Jacob Cutler, one half of the Sports Guys, and as always, joining me to break down the action and give his weekly picks, he is none other than Mr. Brandon Sullivan. Brandon, how you doing, my friend?
Doing good. Ready for some quick picks and to get it hopefully a better week this week.
Yeah, we're both hoping for better weeks this week. It's great that you say that, because let's just quickly remind people how badly we did last week, because us too are also looking to rebound, right? So let's put it up on the screen for yourself. 5-11, 1-0 on your guaranteed victory, though. 1-0 on your guaranteed victory, though. Texans getting the job done there against the Bears, and a 6-point victory, just scraping to get that victory against the Bears. And then for myself, 6-10, 1-0 on my guaranteed victory. The Chargers absolutely dominating the Carolina Panthers. So I'll take that. But could have done better. Overall for the season, that puts us at, for yourself, 15, 16, and 16, right? Dead, locked, even at 500, 1-1 on your guaranteed victory. So 500 across the board for myself, 15 and 17. I got to do some work. Got some work to do, but 2-0 on my guaranteed victories. I will take that. Let's wipe those off the screen and let's get into it. Yes, it is the return, folks. It is the return. Last year, it was called Rapid Fire Picks. Yes, you might remember. We're changing it this year to Quick Picks, baby. Yes, Quick Picks is going to be something that we implement throughout the season just to keep the show rolling. Some of these games we really don't need to discuss. Some of these games we really don't need to get into that deep. So we're just going to keep it surface level, give you some scores, maybe 1 or 2 sentences on what we think is going to happen, but we're going to keep it moving because that's what we want to do. So, Brandon, my friend, you ready to get this bad boy going?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it, baby. So, start us off with our quick picks, right? We'll go through quick picks and then we'll focus on the games that deserve just a little bit more attention. Starting us off on Sunday morning, right? Sunday morning, our first quick pick game is the New York Giants at the Cleveland Dukies. What do you got for me?
I got the Browns winning this one 20-17.
Ooh, okay. I like it. I'm going to go with the New York Football G-Men, baby. Yeah, I got the Giants pulling off the upset somehow, some way. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it. We're going to go 21-17. Giants get the job done there on the road. Our next quick pick game, we got the Green Bay Packers. Malik Willis may be quarterback and Jordan Love may be back. Who knows? And they're traveling to Nashville to take on the Tennessee Titans. What do you got for me?
Yeah, this one's a tough one, but I really do think it could go either way, but I'm going to pick Green Bay in this one. I do think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to pick Green Bay to win this one 24-16.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah, I'm going to definitely go with the Packers as well. I just think that the Packers defense is far superior than the Titans offense, and Will Levis has been making some of the most bonehead plays you have ever seen. So we're going. Oh, sorry. Thank you for catching me. Will Levis has been making some of the most boneheaded plays that you have seen to start an NFL season. So we're going with the Green Bay Packers, the Cheeseheads, getting the job done there at home. We're going to go 28 to 21. We'll go 28-21 by a touchdown. Packers get the job done. Moving on to our next quick pick game. We got the Chicago Bears traveling to Indiana to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Bears, Colts, what do you got for me?
Got to roll with the Colts here. Indianapolis at home. They are going to come out, 0-2. They need to get a win. So I do think that they will capitalize against Chicago. I just think that, it'll be a close game again. I think all 3 games will be close. One of them will probably turn out to be a blowout. If anything, it would be this game. But I am going to pick Indianapolis in this one. I also think it's another low-scoring type of game. But I will pick Indianapolis in this one, 19-13.
Okay, gonna get a repeat score of the last Bears game. I like it. Yeah, I'm going with the Colts as well. And I'm also going with the funky score. I'm going 18-12. Yeah, we got some crazy scores going on for this Bears game. But I got the Colts handling business just like Brandon, getting the job done there at home. And our last quick pick game of the morning, we got the Denver Donkeys. We can start calling them that again. We got the Denver Donkeys traveling to Baker Bay, right? Because it's his team now taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got a guaranteed victory. I do think the Buccaneers are going to destroy Denver. I got the Buccaneers winning this one 35-13. But I do shouts out to Baker Mayfield. They compared his stats with I think it was Drew Brees' first 100 and something games, and
right on
Baker
par.
has a better record, it's close, but it's a better record. It's close, but it's less interceptions. It's close, but it's more touchdowns. Pretty much every category, it's very close, but Baker has the edge on 4 out of 6 of the different comparisons, the statistics. So just thought that was kind of cool. I'm not saying he's going to be Drew Brees. I'm just saying I think he's playing a little bit better than people give him credit for. Yep. He's in a good system. He's got a good coach. And so I definitely don't see Denver coming in. I think the theme of Denver the last 3 years has been they can't score more than 13 points, it feels like. They don't have the ability to score. I feel like Denver's defense is decent at times, and it can be very good at times, but I feel like their offense has just struggled since that Jimmy G game, that season. It's every season, it's consistently they can't score. So I just can't see them putting up more than 13 points again.
I like it. Yeah, we're definitely going with the Baker Bay Buccaneers. That guy has taken over the team. Baker May has completely turned his whole career around. Good job, Baker Mayfield. We're going Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Absolutely lighten up the Denver Donkeys, 32-17. I got them at least scoring, but I do think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers light up the Denver Donkeys there on Sunday morning. Moving on to our quick picks in the afternoon. We got the Carolina Panthers, who are making a quarterback change. Andy Dalton going to be out there for the Panthers now. They're traveling to Vegas to take on the Las Vegas Raiders, coming off a massive victory last week. What do you got for me? Panthers, Raiders, what you got?
Oh, very easy. I got to go with the Raiders here, but don't take Andy Dalton lightly just because, he's an experienced quarterback and this could potentially be a trap game. So, anybody who's playing Carolina this week, it could be a little dangerous. So, they have nothing to lose. Andy Dalton has nothing to lose. I think that they come out, but, I think they play decent. I don't think they're going to get blown out, but I definitely have to favor the Raiders here. So I think the Raiders win this one by about 10 points. So I'll pick them 28-17.
You know what this game is? It's a trap. Yes, I'm calling it now. The Panthers find a way to upset the Las Vegas Raiders Sunday afternoon. You want to know why, folks? Because that's exactly what the Raiders do. They let a guy who come off the couch and who's never coached a play in the NFL, not let alone in any level of football. They let him come off the couch and beat him. They let Baker Mayfield, who literally left the team, flew on a jet, learned the playbook on the plane, come on the field and then throw a dart to win the game against them. So, what does that tell you? You gotta listen to history, folks. Panthers getting the job done there in Las Vegas, getting their first win of the year. We're going 21-17. Ugly game. Panthers get the job done. And our last quick picks game of the afternoon, we got the Miami Dolphins now turning to Skylar Thompson because Tua is on IR. They're traveling to Seattle. They're taking on the Seahawks. What do you got for me? Dolphins, Seahawks, what do you got?
Unfortunately, I got to roll with Seattle because they're at home. I would pick Miami if they were on the road. I just haven't seen enough of Skylar Thompson to say, okay. I mean, obviously, Seattle's won their first 2 games. I'm not impressed, but I think that they have enough to where, they can squeak by in this one. They've squeaked by in the last 2. So I got Seattle winning this one 26-20.
Yeah, I got Seattle winning this one also. I do think it's going to be by a little bit of a larger margin. I got 28-14. I do think that the Seattle Sea Chickens get the job done there at home. And then our last quick picks game is going to come on Monday night. We got the abysmal Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. What do you got for me?
Gotta roll with Buffalo here. I think that, they've been playing well so far. So I was surprised with how, that they've had the start that they've had without, a lot of offensive weapons. But, Josh Allen's been playing well. So I'm going to roll with them for now. I mean, they're heating up. So until something else happens, we'll have to see. But for now, got to roll with Buffalo in this one. I'm going to pick them 31-20.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I got to roll with Buffalo also. What Jacksonville has shown us in the first 2 weeks is nothing to be excited about. So we're going to go with the Buffalo Bills, who are coming to this game rolling. We got the Bills handling business 24-17, getting the job done. Did you say 24-17?
No, 31-20.
Damn it. We'll get there. And that will do it for the quick picks, right? Nice and easy. Now let's focus on some of the games that deserve just a little bit more time, to dive into. Just a little bit. We're going to go all the way back to Thursday night. Kicking us off, we got the New England Patriots traveling to MetLife to take on the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers' first game at home since that Achilles injury. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I just, New England, I think, man, this just lost me $350 and then they're not going to do anything the rest of the season, right? I mean, it had to be the Bengals, and it's just, your team is just cursed. That's just what it comes down to. And so, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say here. I got the New York Jets winning this one 31-17.
Oh, yeah, you got to blow out. Okay. The only thing I have to say about this game is this game could also be that was bad. There we go. Could be a trap, right? It could be a trap. That New England defense is no toy to be messed with. They are the real deal. They can get after the ball. They can make plays. The secondary can make plays. They can get after the quarterback. Gerard Mayo has that team, has the defense, I should say, playing well, right? The question mark is the offense. Is the offense going to be able to do anything of just, efficiency, right? Are they going to do anything efficient, right? Are they going to be able to get down the field, run the ball, pass the ball? That is the big question. But while New England tries to figure it out, yes, I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm going with the New York Jets at home. Aaron Rodgers' first game at home, what it was supposed to be last season. We're going New York Jets, getting the job done, 24-10 there at home. Moving on to our next game, moving on to Sunday morning. We got the Houston Texans traveling to Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Vikings, who have surprised a lot of people this year. What do you got for me?
This one, surprisingly, I didn't like what I saw from Houston last week, so I'm going to roll with Minnesota at home.
Ooh, okay.
I just think that it's going to be another close game, but I got Minnesota winning this one 20-17. I think that Sam Darnold looked good, but the defense, Minnesota's defense just looks outstanding. So I think they're going to give CJ Stroud a lot of trouble. I really do. Even Brock Purdy running up to Flores and saying your scheme is crazy. So I got to roll with Minnesota.
I like it. Yeah, Minnesota at home, definitely hard to bet against with how well they've started off the season. But I'm going to roll with my man CJ Stroud. I got CJ Stroud handling business on the road, getting that dub there in US Bank Stadium. It should be a great game. It should be an absolutely great game. Sam Darnold is coming out on fire. CJ Stroud coming out on fire. We obviously got to see more from Joe Mixon. We obviously want to see more from Aaron Jones. It's pretty match for match for weapons-wise, although I do think Houston has the superior weapons. So that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards Houston. So we're going to go Houston Texans getting the job done there in Minnesota. I could easily seeing it be like a back-and-forth game. I'm going 28-24. The Texans get the job done there on the road. The next game, we got the Philadelphia Eagles, right? The Philadelphia Seagulls, more like it, traveling down to Bayou Street to take on, or Bourbon Street, traveling down to the Bayou to take on the New Orleans Saints. Seagulls, Saints. What do you got for me?
This is a tough one too, because I could go either way on this one, because I know a lot of people aren't expecting Philadelphia to win this, but but New Orleans, I just feel like them being at home, it's always tough to win in the Superdome. So New Orleans has been on a roll. Obviously, they destroyed Dallas last week. I don't think any of us anticipated that. I mean, you could have picked the Saints to win the game for sure, but I didn't think that they were going to blow them out the way that they did. So credit to Derek Carr. He's kind of proven me wrong, because I was kind of always on the fence with him. I mean, aside from that 2016 season, there wasn't much that I was impressed with, though. But collectively, he has a good team around him, and they've been thriving. So give me New Orleans in another close one, 31-28. I think that they went off with a walk-off field goal.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. And an absolute surprising start by the New Orleans Saints, and a somewhat surprising start by the Philadelphia Eagles. This game, you're exactly right. This game has the makeup of who knows what is going to happen in this game. There's so many question mark games this week. I'm very excited to get into most of them. This game is definitely a question mark game. This game could go either way. You're exactly right. I could see this game going one way. I could see this game going the other way. It's going to be a tough call, but at home, right, I'll favor the home team. I'm going to roll with the Saints getting the job done there at home in the Superdome. Let's go. Yeah, walk-off field goal, you said? We'll go touchdown. I'm going to go 31-24. Saints get the job done there at home. Moving on to our next game, we got the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego traveling to the Steel City of Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. What do you got for me? You muted?
Despite Pittsburgh's 2-0 start, I'm not that impressed with them. So I got to go with the Chargers here. I do think they win this one 27-24. I think it's another close game.
Okay.
But I just think that they have the edge at quarterback, and I think that the defense can go toe-to-toe with each other. So I just got to go down to who I think is going to win the game. I think it's going to be Justin Herbert, Jim Harbaugh. I think that the Chargers are off to a great start.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Chargers as well. I do think that the undefeated streak for the Steelers comes to an end here. I do think that they dropped their first game of the season. I got the Chargers handling business on the road. I'm going what did I say? I was going 28-17. I do think that the Chargers handle business. I mean, that running game is looking good. J.K. Dobbins looks like he's kind of pulling away to be that starting running back. They have Johnston, who had a really good game last week, and his biggest thing is really hang on to the ball. So the Chargers, I mean, we'll see what happens. Chargers don't really have anybody who blows you off the page, but they have a lot of pieces. They have a lot of good pieces, and they have a great coach. A great coach with good pieces can make a great team. So the Los Angeles Chargers, I have a feeling, are going to go into Pittsburgh and hand the Steelers their first loss of the season. Chargers get the job done. They're on the road. Moving on to the afternoon, we got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Arlington, take on the Dallas Cowboys. Massive game. What do you got for me?
What was that?
We got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Arlington to take on the Dallas Cowgirls. Sorry, you're right. I said Cowboys.
Yeah,
Cowgirls.
exactly. Yeah. So, got to go with Baltimore here. I mean, Baltimore is not going to go 0-3. This is a must win for Baltimore. There's not been many times where I've seen teams come back being 0-3. I know that there could be a different dynamic added with 17 games instead of 16, which I still think is stupid, by the way. I still think it's dumb that they did that. There was no reason to add an extra game. You really made everything weird because you had 16 games with 16 teams in each conference with you had a quarter of a season is 4 games. It's just 17 games doesn't make sense to me. It's money grab. It's stupid. There's some things in life where I don't understand why they change things. If it's working, why change it? Yeah, and it's just like, it's always worked. They should have had 2 teams with 2 first-round buys instead of 1 team now. It just gives all the advantage to that one. I don't like it at all. So, but back to the moral of the story is the Baltimore Ratbirds are going to go ahead and handle the Cowgirls. I do think that they'll win this game. I'm going to say 26-17. But I do think that Baltimore, maintains the lead for pretty much the whole game.
Well, I like it. Yeah. This game is another one of those massive question mark games. You really don't know what's going to happen. And I mean, it's a must win, in my opinion, for both these teams. It's more so for Baltimore just because they have one of the hardest schedules in the NFL this season. But if Dallas loses this game as well, I mean, their season is also they're going to be working uphill for the rest of the season, and that's something that you don't want. You don't want all the scrutiny. You don't want everything from Jerry Jones, all this talk, blah, 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 blah. So the Cowgirls really need to step up this week. With that being said, yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I got the Baltimore Ravens going into Jerry's world and absolutely messing it up, turning it upside down. I got the Ravens handling business, and by a large margin. We're going 32-21. 32-17. I got the Ravens putting an absolute whooping on the Dallas Cowboys. Ravens get the job done. They're on the road. Moving on to our next game. We got the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Levi South for another home game, and they will be taking on who? None other than the Los Angeles Rams. What do you got for me? Rams, Niners, Levi South. It's going down.
I always got to roll with my team, so every time you put them up on the screen, that's just what's going down. But the Rams are, the Niners are banged up too. Debo's not playing. Christian McCaffrey's obviously not playing. I don't know.
George Kittle as well.
Status. Yep. I don't know Nick Bosa's status. I know there's some soreness and different things. Yeah, George is hurt. So we're just gonna have to see what happens. I do think we'll win, though, because I think the Rams are short more. No Cooper Kupp, no Puka Nacua. Obviously, Aaron Donald retired, so you're looking at a lot of big pieces that are not going to be present. So, with that being said, I do think the 49ers come in and They win this one, decently, 34-26. I do think that it is close in the first half, but I think that the Niners are able to kind of pull away and win in Levi South.
I like it. Yeah, I'm going to rock with the Niners as well. This is a battle of the backups, right? Whose backup will show up and produce more? I got the Niners handling business, getting the job done there, at home, on the road, whatever you want to say. They're going 24-17. Niners get the job done there against the Los Angeles Rams. And then our last afternoon game, and it's a good one. We got the Detroit
Motor City.
Somewhat rolling. They got kind of shut down last week. Motor City Lions, baby, and they are traveling down to the desert to take on the Arizona Cardinals. What do you got for me? Lions Cardinals. This should be a good one.
It should be a good one. I got the Detroit Tigers. Detroit Tigers are 80-73.
Right, baby.
Let's
hottest team in baseball. Let's go, baby.
Hottest team in baseball. I got it mistaken because that's what I'm thinking of right now. Is your Tigers are pulling out right now. Hopefully they can get in and make some noise. But correction, not the Tigers. I stand corrected. The Lions. The Lions, I do think, will win this game, but I would not be surprised at all if Arizona won. Arizona was balling out last week. So credit to Marvin Harrison Jr., Kyler Murray, the team looked really good last week. So, honestly, I want to pick them, but the only reason I'm not picking them is because Detroit's a proven team. I just want to see more from Arizona. If they can prove that, because 1-1, if you can win a few games, then I'm going to start picking Arizona because you have shown me consistency. That's the mistake I've made in the past is teams get a little hot. They win a big game or whatever, and there's not a lot of consistency there. And then, I fall into that pit hole, and then obviously, I fall down that rabbit hole, and then, they turn around and they do things like the Bengals did on week 1 against the New England Patriots and make me lose $350. So, I am got to roll with the Detroit Lions in this one, 31-24. I do think it's a close one, but I'm thinking, a touchdown. It just seems like a touchdown game here.
I like it. Yeah, I expect a back and forth game. This is, like you said, this is a good test for the Arizona Cardinals early on in the season, right? Not many people, I should say, right? Let's focus on grammar. Not many people were putting a lot of stock in the Arizona Cardinals when the season started, right? They were wondering, is Kyler going to be okay off of his injury? What's Marvin Harrison going to do? What's the rest of that team going to be like, right? What's that running game going to look like? James Conner was injured for majority of the season last year, so what's he going to come back and look like? And the Cardinals looked like world beaters last week. Now, here is the caveat to that. They always look like world beaters against the Los Angeles Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, right? The Niners are the only one who kind of handle business against the Cardinals more times than not, but the Rams and the Seahawks generally struggle against the Cardinals. So this is going to be a good test for Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison, and the rest of that team. The Lions looking to bounce back off of a bad loss last week, just a very bad loss. Jared Goff did not play well at all. The team did not play well at all. So this is going to be a good rebound loss. But I'm kind of leaning towards Arizona on this one. I think the Cardinals get the job done at home in a massive victory, a proving victory.
That'd be cool.
I'm going to go Cardinals getting the job done. This is going to be a close game, whether you want it to be or not. I think it's going to be 24-21. I think this game's coming down to the wire. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this game. I got the Arizona Cardinals handling business at home against the Detroit Lions. Moving on to Sunday night, we got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Hotlanta to take on the Atlanta Falcons. What do you got for me?
Oh, I hate that team so much. Your team. I'm gonna pick the Falcons to beat your Chiefs.
Ooh,
I do think
I like it.
35-31. I'm just gonna do it. Somebody's got to beat them. Somebody's got to beat them, and they got some momentum, I think, coming out of that game Monday night. So or was it Sunday night? Sunday night, right?
Yeah, no, Monday.
Was it Monday? It was
Yeah,
Monday,
Monday.
yeah. Yeah. So Monday night, you know, the Falcons, I think, are going to beat your Chiefs, and your girl Taylor Swift. I don't know if she's going to be there, but you'll be able to listen to her music before the game. So I know you're not really that concerned. So yeah, your Chiefs. I don't know what happened last week. I mean, your Chiefs, they got away with a lot and a hold, and you know they call flags on 4th and 16, and you know the quarterback, he just, you know, the league just really loves him and stuff, and Taylor Swift, and yeah, your Chiefs, I mean, they're gonna, I think they're gonna lose 35-31. I hope your Chiefs lose. So
God, that mouth is disgusting. You know what? Yeah, I think we're just going to do it. I think we are going to do it. We're just adding the Chiefs to quick picks for the rest of the season until they lose. Chiefs will now be on quick picks for the remainder of the season.
I agree.
That is something that will be implemented going forward. We're going Kansas City Chiefs, still handling business on the road against the Falcons. I mean, yeah, 35-21.
Disrespectful to the Bengals, man. That's so disrespectful to the Bengals. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's just they're going on quick picks rest of the season.
Don't do it.
I mean, there's no sense. There's no sense of picking against them, dude. There's no sense of ping against them, dude. We found out last week. So Chiefs 35-21.
They gotta lose at some point. They don't have Isaiah Pacheco.
That's true. That's true. They don't have Isaiah Pacheco, but they do get Kareem Hunt. Go figure. Do they? Yeah, he re-signed with the team.
Okay, but they're gonna go to Steele or P. Ryan, right? They're not gonna.
Well, we'll find out, dude. Kareem Hunt's gonna come back and rush for like 5 touchdowns, like he did that one game.
Oh, he's retread. So don't start. Don't start. Your mouth is just.
And our last game of the week on Monday, our second game on Monday night is the Washington Commanders traveling to the jungle to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. What do you got for me?
I gotta roll with the Bengals here. And the reason why I gotta roll with the Bengals is this is a must win. If you guys don't win this game, you guys are not going to the playoffs. Sorry, not in the AFC. So, in my opinion, no, there's no way. Not at 0-3. Not at 0-3. That's too much of a hole to start out in. You know what I mean? Because you look down, you look down the line with your schedule, and I mean, let's say you lose this game. Okay, you play the Panthers, you win that game. You got to play the Ravens. Yep. You got to play the Eagles. You got to play the Browns.
Yep.
You got to play the you got to play the Ravens twice.
Yep.
You got to play the Chargers, Steelers, Cowboys, Titans.
Yep. It's not easy. You're right. Not easy.
You got the must win, and that is why I'm going to say that you do. Because if you don't, then season's over, in my opinion. So this is a must win, and I think Cincinnati will absolutely blow the brakes off of Washington. I got Cincinnati winning this one 42-20.
Ooh, 62 points to cap off our week on Monday night. I love it. Yeah, I mean, we're going to rock with the Bengals here. I'm going 27-14. Bengals getting the job done at home. You know, I think as the wheels started turning last week, that was a good game last week for our team, right? The defense looked phenomenal. The offense looked good at times. We just got to get some of these individual players going, right? T. Higgins, I think, might be back, so that is a great sign. Especially with that extra day being on Monday, that is a great sign. Jamar Chase, right? It's bound to happen. The blow-up game is bound to happen, and this is the perfect opportunity. You're at home. You're against a weaker opponent. You need a victory. This is the time to get your 100-yard reception game, your two touchdown reception game, whatever it may be. This is the time to go off. So I got the Cincinnati Bengals handling business against the Commanders, 27-14, capping us off for week number 3. That's going to do it. That is going to do it for this edition of Meat on the 50. Yes, week 3 is here, and we are ready for some NFL action, and it's going down. It's going down. We got some good games this week. We got some question mark games. We got some bad games. We got some games that are going to be surprising. We got everything in between. It's going to be a melting pot of a week here in the NFL. I am very excited. But Brandon, any last words for the people?
I just hope that this week a better result than last week, because that was terrible.
I like it. Yeah, I'm the exact same way. I hope a better result than the last week. Come on, Bengals. Get us our first victory. Come on, Niners. Get a rebound victory. And then come on, Raiders. Don't do the most ultimate Raider thing and lose to the Carolina Panthers. I mean, this would be the ultimate Raider thing. That's going to do it. Don't forget to check out our brand new show that we added to the channel, Bettor's Delight. Roy is going to be bringing you, you degenerate gamblers out there, some betting advice that you guys can bank on. Take it to the bank, get some money, get some moolah. Everybody loves money. Everybody loves sports. What's the best thing to do? Bet on sports, right? So there you go, right? Check it out, Bettor's Delight. It is now up, episode 1. We are growing, right? The theme of this year is growth, baby. That's all we're doing. We're growing, we're expanding, and we are just spreading our arms into everything that we possibly can. That's going to do it for this edition of Being on the 50. He is one of my best friends, Brandon Sullivan. I am Jacob Cutler, and together we make up the sports guys. And until next week, you know what I like to say, Brandon and Jake, we're out.